Hello YouTube, it is Champion DJK coming at you again with a car culture video. This is going to be Japan Historics 3, the first series for 2020 Hot Wheels Premium Car Culture line. And it's a pretty cool series. So, Japan Historics 3, Lamley's already done a video on these, which was a very excellent one, so you should check that out as well. But I'm just going to go through the cars quickly for the sake of completion and keeping my car culture playlist up to date. We're going to go ahead and take a look at these. I am a fan of the series. I think it's really cool. I'm going to tell you that straight off. I like it quite a bit, and we'll just go through each one and take a look at them. Starting with a Nissan Skyline RS KDR 30. This car is super cool. This is definitely going to be a favorite in the series. This was already released in a basic model. I believe this is the first time it's been tooled. This casting has been tooled for premium. So it gets the metal base, rubber tires treatment, and it looks fantastic. Wow. It actually looks really, really good. I like that they did a flat or kind of satin finish black on the base. I think that's a really nice touch with the gloss. So they have gloss paint, like gloss red, and then like the graphic is black, but it's kind of still shiny and glossy. And then the base that they did is in kind of a satin finish, and it actually looks really good. It kind of complements that gloss black really well, and I think it looks quite good. I think, as I recall, this casting, yeah, these headlights are actually plastic. They are painted on this model, but they are part of the windshield piece. So if they would have just left them unpainted, they would have been kind of transparent, which would be cool. This is a casting that I've always kind of wanted to put some headlights in. I thought it would look really good with some LED headlight modification because of that. So I suppose I could still probably do it with this one. I wonder how close the tooling is if you drill one of these apart and drill one of the basic models apart, and if the pieces kind of like fit together well. And if I get some extra ones, I might try to do that just for gigs. We'll see what happens. But a really cool model, and I really like this one. This is a good welcome addition to the collection for sure. This next one, honestly, is probably my least favorite. This is the Honda City Turbo 2, and it is cool because it's got, you know, a metal base, and I believe it is the first time that this car has been cast as a premium model. I think originally it was just a mainline, no metal base, and I'm pretty sure it hasn't been released in any sort of premium sense, and it's a heavy little car. So now we get it with a metal base and, of course, rubber tires. It's a neat little car. I'm just not too into it in comparison to the others that we get in the series. But it is pretty cool. It looks good. It looks good in orange. R Turbo 2. I bet you this car would be super fun to drive. It just looks neat. So, yeah, I'm going to say it's pretty awesome. In full deco. So the first time we get this vehicle in full deco with a metal base, with rubber tires, full premiumed out. And I'm going to say, yeah, that's pretty neat. Pretty cool. All right, so next we're getting towards some newer models. So this is the Nissan Silvia CSP 311, and this is a very, very nice looking model. This car is really, really cool. The casting debuted in Fast and the Furious Premium, Hot Wheels Premium series, with some kind of pretty decent looking, though, with some cool graphics and stuff like that. But I really dig this in just a basic full deco stock look. I think that looks really nice. So this one kind of steals the show for me a little bit just because it looks like such a premium model. The only gripe maybe I would have about it is the wheels being so like big and fat. They don't really fit to scale. I think having skinnier wheels and stuff and maybe a different wheel choice would have made this thing just look more premium. But it still looks really, really good, and the tooling looks good. The details on it look good. It's just a really nice looking little car. So not much to argue about that one. It looks pretty awesome. Again, a relatively new model. Excuse me, just debuted last year. And now we can just see it in like a stock livery. So the first release that they put it out in was in Fast and the Furious, and it had like a Fast and the Furious livery, of course, which it did look pretty good, but not quite as good as this one. Love the color on it as well. Pretty neat. All right, next, here we go. We're getting towards new tooling territory here. So this is the 75 Datsun Sunny truck B120. Very nice. This is really cool. This is some brand new tooling. Everybody loves the Datsun 620 truck, and I think the people that enjoy that casting are going to enjoy this one as well. And yes, it does quite remind me of the Nissan Laurel. And what was the other one they put? The C210, I think it was, Skyline, that they put out in Japan Historics 2. It's got that style going on where it's, you know, it's got some fender flares. It's dropped really, really low. And it looks really cool and really premium. It looks almost like an Aoshima casting, which is like a premium die-cast line. I think that's really neat. And it's got some stuff in the back. I don't know what the heck that is, but it's got some things in the back, some tampos back there. Not tampos, but graphics. I'd say that looks pretty awesome. Looks good in full deco. I like the color of it. The color's appropriate for the name, being sunny. It's got kind of like a sunflower look, sunflower yellow kind of look to it, gold almost, and it looks really nice. So I'm digging that one. That's a good add to the collection. It'd be interesting to see what else they put this out in. Pretty good, pretty good. And then lastly, we've got the 68 Mazda Cosmo Sport. Again, this is also a brand new tooling, copyright date 2019. Debut of this car in Japan Historics 3, and here it is. Looks pretty good. The Mazda Cosmo is a weird shaped car. It just is. And I imagine it's a pretty hard one to get right in 164. I don't have any other castings of the Cosmo. I know that this was made, the Cosmo was made as a Kyosho. It was also made as a Konami. And I'm pretty sure Tomica Limited Vintage probably did a Cosmo as well. And I don't have any of them to kind of compare it to. But it is kind of a weird looking car. So I'm guessing Hot Wheels did a pretty good job on it. It's all pearl white, including the base. Which the base is actually like a tooled piece that goes halfway up the car here. That's kind of interesting. So they kind of made like this line right here is really just the gap between the two casting pieces, which is kind of an interesting way to do it. And then it's got a gray interior. Pretty decent looking car. It's an odd one. I'd like to get this in a premium, like a Konami or Kyosho. Probably Kyosho would probably be the best. To get one of these Mazda Cosmos and just kind of see how that one looks in comparison to the Hot Wheels would kind of be neat. Sometimes Hot Wheels is like bang on, and sometimes they're not necessarily that close to being true to scale. So that's going to be it. That's Japan Historics 3. Let me know what you guys think about this set in the comments down below. How you think it compares to the previous 2 Japan Historics. In my opinion, it's probably not as mind-blowing because, well, simply because it doesn't have a 510 in it. It doesn't have, you know, a Datsun 510 wagon or a regular 510. So it doesn't have like the staple JDM castings in it that everybody loves. And I think that for that reason, people may not be as into it. I think the closest one to being like accessible to the masses is probably going to be this one right here. And now that I've got these all open in front of me, this one's actually probably my favorite. I really dig the way this looks. I liked the basic model of this car, and I think this one looks pretty awesome. I just love that kind of boxy look to it. Second to me is probably going to be this one, but it looks really cool. I just don't think this is going to be as popular as the first 2 Japan Historic series, just because it doesn't have one of those like tried and true scalper favorite castings in it. You know, I could be wrong, whatever. I'm going to say if anybody's going to probably grab extras of stuff, it's probably going to be that one. Second is probably going to be this one here. And we'll go third is probably going to be that one. Fourth is probably going to be this one. And I would say last is going to be the Honda City. And that's just my prediction. I don't know. I could be completely off base here. But pretty cool set nonetheless. I really like it. I actually like it quite a bit. I just don't think it's going to be as popular, just my opinion, as the first 2 sets of Japan Historics. And I don't think it's because JDM is wearing off or anything like that. I just think, like I said, you know, the 510 wagon, that's a driver. You know, and so is the 510. That's the driver that was in Japan Historics 2. So that's going to make them wildly popular no matter what, because people think that that casting is worth like $1 million, and that's why they're going to just pick up as many as possible. So, yeah, that's it. Maybe one of these castings will become one of those eventually, but it's not quite there yet. I think the one that has the best chance is going to be this one. I mean, but this Sunny is really cool, and the whole set's cool. The whole set's cool, but that's my opinion. All right, guys, thank you very much. Sorry for dragging out at the end there. You guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed another Car Culture release. Japan Historics 3 should be hitting stores if it's not already. I haven't seen it yet and probably won't see it for a while. In my area, that's the way we are. We're just way behind lately. But hopefully sometime soon it pops up. I'm definitely going to pick up an extra one of these just for fun. And yeah, so that's going to be it for the video. Thank you guys very much. Have a great day.